gentlemen, and welcome here to the Warrior Broadcast Network. I am Coach Craig Saylor, voice of Warrior Athletics, here bringing you the home opener for boys basketball as your St. Michael Warriors take on the LUTCHER Bulldogs. In just a minute, we will have the prayer and introduction of the starting lineups coming at you straight here from the battleground. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. St. Michael High School welcomes you to the battleground for tonight's basketball matchup between the visiting LUTCHER Bulldogs and your St. Michael Warriors. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time we ask that you rise and please remove your hats as we say a prayer before tonight's contest. In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Father in heaven, we ask your blessing on the game we are about to play. Give each one of us the courage to play this game in a manner which by our words and our actions is pleasing to you. Let us enter into this competition in a spirit of sportsmanship with a respect for the members of the opposing team. We ask you, Father, to bless each one of us, especially the coaches, officials, parents, and players. Keep us under the protection of your Son, Jesus Christ, and help us be aware of his presence with us in this game today. Amen. In the name of the Father, the Son, Holy Spirit. And now, here's the introduction of tonight's starting lineups. First, for the visiting LUTCHER Bulldogs. Starting at guard, a 5'9" senior, number 1, Cade Randall. At guard, a 6'1" senior, number 5, Taj Anderson. At guard, a 5'9" junior, number 12, Demir Jackson. At guard, a 6'1" sophomore, number 22, Mikhail Adams. And at guard, a 6'4" junior, number 23, Damone Ben Jr. Assistant coaches for the Bulldogs, Damone Ben Sr., Dyson Payne, head coach, Jason Marks. And now, here's the starting lineup for your St. Michael Warriors. Starting at guard, a 6-foot junior, number 35, Braxton Rodriguez. Starting at forward, a 6'11" junior, number 21, Rock Cow. Starting at guard, a 5'9" sophomore, number 2, Colt Edgecombe. Starting at guard, a 6'1" junior, number 1, C.J. Livingston. And at guard, a 5'10" senior, number 0, Kai Harvey. Assistant coaches for the Warriors, Landon Dugas, Billy Reeves, Teague Manuel, and Drew Hardy. Head coach, Drew Hart. All right, ladies and gentlemen, there you have it, the starting lineups for tonight's ball game. As your Warriors coming in to tonight at 1-2 on the season, taking on this LUTCHER Bulldog team, who is a team that I quite frankly don't really know a whole lot about. This is one of the first times that I can remember, really since I've been calling these games, that we have played LUTCHER here at least here at home in basketball. So this is a team that will be very athletic, knowing LUTCHER's history as just a sports program in general. They tend to be a very athletic group. It'll be Rock tipping it against Ben, and there's Colt Edgecombe controlling that tip. LUTCHER comes out into man-to-man. Rock underneath. Count it. That is going to be a focal point of this Warrior offensive attack, and the Warriors are going to come out with some extended three-quarter court pressure. CJ picking up in the backcourt against Randall. And their customary man-to-man. You will see the Warriors switch defenses quite a bit throughout the night. Warriors doing a good job of forcing Lutcher way outside to initiate their offense. Trying to go down low, knocked away. Ball out of bounds. Coach Hart loving Braxton Rodriguez' effort right there. And that ball is out of bounds off of Lutcher, so it will be Warrior ball. And CJ gets his pocket picked by Randall. And then he comes back. Oh, they're going to get the foul called. CJ's going to get hit with the foul. I'm not so sure about that. Randall misses the first. And Randall 1 out of 2, so 2-1 here early in the contest. Warriors going to have to keep those turnovers to a minimum. Harvey. Rodriguez gets it, and the foul going to be called. So Braxton going to head to the line to shoot. Foul called on number 23, Damone Ben Jr. Rodriguez short on the first. Very rare miss there from Braxton at the free throw line. Gets the second. So hits 1 out of 2. Rock with the knockaway up ahead. And blocked. And now a tie-up. Up ahead. Down low. No good. Number 22, Adams, misses that. CJ, the hesitation. Lays it in. Rodriguez going to get hit with the foul on the sideline right in front of Coach Hart. The sideline out of bounds there for Lutcher. Free ball, no good. Late getting that pass thrown up the court. The turnover. Ben almost turned it over. Another short jumper from the corner for Lutcher. 5-1 here with 4:56 left. Nice look. Blocked. CJ got that one blocked. Now the poke away. Colt Edgecombe comes up with it. Kai from the corner again, short. Twisting and falling is Adams as he lays it in, and timeout called by Lutcher, so we'll take a timeout with him. This is Warrior Broadcast Network. And we are back. Warriors turn it over again. It'll be LUTCHER ball, 5-3 with about 4:05 left. Well, runner put up, missed. That timeout, you had number 30, Maddox Watson, and number 24, Beck Moran, check in. Fight for it on the ground, ball out of bounds. That'll be a turnover for LUTCHER. Inside the rock, trying to do some work. Kick out. CJ short on the three. Harvey with another attempt. CJ with the rebound and the putback. 7-3. And traveling has number 32 who checked in for LUTCHER. That is Parquette. Got called for the travel. Sub coming in, number 2, Jones. Going to check in for LUTCHER. Along with number 0, Nelson. Harvey handling the point. Rock came up, set that high screen. Beck in the corner. Too strong, and Rock had the rebound. It got knocked out of bounds, but the referee is pointing to LUTCHER. Subs for the Warriors. Edgecombe back in, and Jacob Farr, senior, checking in for the first time. And almost turned over. Anderson almost lost that pass. LUTCHER being real methodical here. Warriors are putting a lot of pressure defensively, kind of causing that. LUTCHER having kind of a tough time getting their offense rolling here. Three ball way off from Nelson. Hit the other side of the backboard. Ball poked away. Nelson runs it down and stepped out of bounds. It'll be Warrior ball, sideline out of bounds, right in front of the scores table. That's number 4 who checked in for LUTCHER, Jackson. And Maddox Watson's going to get hit with the offensive foul right there. Trying to get the ball back to the left side. He just kind of lowered his shoulder and plowed right into Anderson. Anderson turns it over. Try to dribble right into the middle of the paint. Turned it over. Edgecombe short on the shot, and he gets his own rebound, but they're going to call a tie ball. That's another Coach Teague manual tie ball. Great job on the inbounds. Watson got open, could not finish, but got fouled. They're going to call that foul on number 2. Jones, Anderson, or rather Watson misses his first. Randall back in for Lutcher. Watson gets the second to roll in, hit that front rim and just rolled right over. And inside, foul going to be called. They're calling it on the shot. That's on Watson. That should actually be his second foul. They only have it as his first, but that should be his second. And Anderson misses. Andrew DeBarbery checking in, number 5 for the Warriors. And Anderson rattles in the second. Very low scoring first quarter here, under 50 seconds left. CJ to the bucket, misses the layup. And the foul on the break. Randall going to the line again. Jacob Farr picks up that foul. That's his first. That's the 15th foul on the Warriors. Really 16 foul. But they stop it at 5 now. We changed this rule last year. 5 fouls in a quarter. Get you into the bonus. No more 1-and-1. It's all 2 shots. And a very late whistle on the sub, and see if they're going to allow the sub to happen. Yep, they're going to let him come in. CJ going to check out. That's Kai Harvey coming in. Surprised they let that sub happen. The shooter had the ball for a good second or two before the horn was blown to signal the sub. Randall hits both. 8-6. Edgecombe into the paint. Dishes it off. Moran cannot get it to go. There's a lid on that goal over here. And now a steal. And then turned right back over. So back-to-back turnovers. The pass was just late from Edgecombe to DeBarbery. Anderson misses the 3 from the top of the key. Another 3, too strong, and that'll be it. Triple zeros here in the first quarter. Your score, Warriors 8, Bulldogs 6. We'll be back. This is Warrior Broadcast Network. All right, we are back. Getting the second quarter underway. Nice back cut, and Anderson goes up, and he creates his own wedgie on the layup. Got it ball wedged between the backboard and the rim. That'll be a tie ball. It'll be Warrior basketball. Nice play coming out of the change of quarters there. Lutcher had a wide open look, just couldn't get it. Cam Bowie is in to start the second quarter, along with Rock back in, Andrew DeBarbery, Rodrigue. Rock can't get it to go. Rodrigue and Harvey in there for the Warriors. So Rock will go to the line to shoot. He had a couple of looks there right in front of the rim. Rodrigue, the offensive rebound. DeBarbery gets the rebound after Rodrigue had the putback, and he scores it, and he's going to go to the line for the old-fashioned three-point play. That foul was on number 22, Adams. Barbery finishes the three-point play. 12-6 now. Warriors doubling up the Bulldogs. Warriors going into the full court press now. That Rock back protecting the rim. It's nice to go in a full court press when you got a big, long 6'11" guy protecting the rim, and a foul on the floor as Rodrigue hit the floor again. They're going to hit number 32 with that. That's Parquette. That's already the third team foul here in the second quarter for Lutcher. Warriors can get, look like they might be getting in the bonus really early here in the second quarter. Just keep attacking the basket. That's what they got to do. Force Lutcher to either foul or give up the bucket. DeBarbery will cradle, misses it. Harvey with the offensive board. Rodrigue too strong on the three. Rock runs down the loose ball. Good job of being calm right there. Was Rock. He wound up finding a teammate. Harvey with the floater. Can't get the roll. Lutcher looking to run. Rock with the block. Coming from behind and bounce it off the backboard. Good recovery. KB, no good. Ball tipped up ahead and was lost for a second by Randall. He picked it back up and gathered himself for the floater on the break. Parquette gonna get hit with the foul. He and Rock were down here on this near block, fighting. Got called for the hook. Edgecom, CJ Levinson back in. Warriors missing one of their key pieces still right now. Boogie Levinson, the sophomore guard, out with a little injury that he suffered right at the end of the football season, but he should kind of on track to possibly be back after Christmas. Nice look. CJ, his brother, wide open right there. Good find by Edgecom. And Lutcher throws it away. Harvey on the wing. They're lobbing it down inside. Rock triple teamed. Misses it, gets the rebound, and going to get fouled. Edgecombe kept it alive, and Rock came back and grabbed it again to grab that loose ball. He got fouled, but the triple team came down as soon as Rock got it in the middle of the paint. He's going to the line here for the second time. Hits the first. That foul was on Anderson. That is the 5th team foul for Lutcher already. Number 32, Champ Williams, checking in the game. It's a name that we said a ton in during football season. Champ had an outstanding season on the gridiron this year for the Warrior football team and knocked out of bounds. Coach Hart calling for the timeout, and he will get it. So we'll be back after this timeout ourselves. This is Warrior Broadcast Network. All right, we are back. 5:03 here left in the first half. Warriors already in the bonus. We'll be probably seeing a bunch of free throws. Should see a bunch of free throws coming up here for the Warriors. They just keep attacking that rim. Both teams a little bit of a turnover bug here. Lutcher misses another long jump shot, and then Warriors just throw it right back to Lutcher and laid in by Adams. And then they throw it right to him again. And timeout taken by Lutcher. So Warriors, a couple of turnovers here. We'll take a timeout again. It's Warrior Broadcast Network. All right, we are back here. 4:36 left to go in the first half. Warriors up 16-10. Lutcher on a little 4-0 run, or 2-0 run here after the back-to-back turnovers from the Warriors, though. And way too strong on that three-pointer from Florence. Harvey knocks it out of bounds right in front of the Warrior bench. It'll be Lutcher ball. Sub coming in. That's Anderson checking back in for Florence. And We're going to get Damone Bin coming back in for Lutcher as well. Pull up and knocks it down. That's Adams again. 16-12. Lutcher going with the full court pressure. Has given the Warriors some trouble here. They get it across half court this time. Edgecombe going to reset the offense. Champ Williams going to get called for the offensive foul. That off arm just kind of cleared out a little bit. So, pair of subs coming in for the Warriors, Farr and Moran. It's Champ and Rock checking out. Lutcher, this methodical style is just kind of grinded this game to a very, very slow pace. Warriors are a team that kind of want to get out and run a little bit. Have not been able to do it. And CJ just got his pocket picked by Randall. And foul from behind. They're going to get Edgecombe on it. It's another Warrior turnover. That's Colt's first foul. The turnovers have just killed the Warriors so far. That is the 8th turnover. Randall hits the free throw. Randall's 3rd trip to the line already. Braxton Rodriguez going to check in for C.J. Livingston. Randall hits both. And Rodriguez gets it poked away from behind, out of bounds. It'll be Warrior ball, baseline underneath. Here come the special teams of basketball on those baseline and sideline plays. Farr just throws it back towards the middle of the paint, and Randall comes up with it, and a foul going to be called down on the other end. Just a plague of turnovers right now. They got Farr on that foul, and a miss right underneath for Lutcher. Warriors just hanging on to that 2-point lead. Rodriguez can't hit the three. Just rimmed in and out for him. That shot was nowhere close from Jones. He kind of pulled up for a long 2-pointer there on that break. Edgecombe can't, and the basket over here is just completely shut off. The Warriors have gotten good looks. Like Edgecombe had a little runner, just nowhere near. Then Lutcher just throws it into the student section. Harvey checking out. Andrew DeBarbery checking in. Dribble handoff. Farr going to take the three, in and out. Again, nothing going down over here right now. And Moran just lost his balance and literally throws it over his head out of bounds. 10 turnovers now for the Warriors. We're at 1:09 left. It is 16-14. We're in the middle of a rock fight here at the Battleground. And an offensive foul called on Anderson. Rodrigue might have sold that a little bit more than it really was, but that's the offensive foul called. That's Anderson's second. Rock going to check back in. It's DeBarbery, Edgecombe, Farr, Rodrigue, and Rock out there with 50 seconds left to go here. Edgecombe with another blow-by. Tried to get it inside, and Warriors turn it over again. And LUTCHER turns it over again. I do believe both of the head coaches, Coach Hart and Coach Marks, are going to have quite a bit to say at halftime to their teams about the turnovers. Rodrigue too strong on the three. And there's the bucket from number 11 to tie it all the way up here with now under 5 seconds left. Inside, Rock's got to turn around, hits it. The Warriors are going to take the lead into halftime, but just barely. 18-16 here from the Battleground at halftime. We'll be back at the just a little bit. This is the Warrior Broadcast Network.
Welcome to Grounds Crew, a locally owned landscape company that makes your outdoor dreams come to life. Whether you need your lawn looking its best, want to create a stunning garden oasis, or just dreaming of the perfect outdoor play area, we've got you covered. Looking for more privacy and security? We offer professional fence installations to frame and protect your outdoor space. Looking for more sitting area for the family? We install custom patios to meet your expectations. At Grounds Crew, we specialize in landscaping, fencing, lighting, maintenance, and more. It's time to elevate your outdoor experience. Call us today at 225-333-8582 or visit us at groundscrew.com to schedule your consultation. Grounds Crew, where we make your outdoor space extraordinary.
All right, we are back. Got about a minute till halftime is up. Here are your scores here in the first half. First for the visitors, leading LUTCHER in scoring is number 1, Randall. Number 5, Anderson, Anderson has 1. Number 22, Mikhail Adams has 6. And number 11, Simon has 2. And for the Warriors, your leading scorer is Rock with 7 points in the first half, CJ with 6, then Andrew DeBarbery with 3, and then Braxton Rodrigue and Maddox Watson with 1 apiece. So Warriors going to have to fix the turnover bug is the big issue in the first half. They weren't getting very many shots to fall down, but the turnovers led to some easy baskets for LUTCHER and just giving away those possessions. Warriors got to do another good job of getting LUTCHER into the bonus and get downhill and attack a little bit more to create some easy opportunities at the free throw line here in the second half. Defensively, they were okay. Other than the turnovers leading to some easy buckets, Warriors are going to extend out a little bit with their pressure. It's like they're going to a zone here to start, trying to get some traps, especially down there in the corner, and way short on that jump shot from Anderson. And LUTCHER comes out with the rebound, and then Simon hits the 3. So LUTCHER takes the lead here, 19-18, their first lead of the ball game to start the second half. LUTCHER back in the man-to-man. And Warriors open with a turnover on their first possession. They're kind of picking up right where they left off with the turnover bug. Warriors in that, they're in a 1-3-1 defense. This is something that Coach Hart put in last year that was really effective for him. Created a lot of turnovers. Gives some teams a little trouble. Randall from way outside, way short, off the front of the rim. Edgecombe going to try to push, slows it up though. Warriors didn't have numbers. And foul on Randall out front. CJ trying to take him to the left. It's Randall's first foul. The senior guard for the Bulldogs, and 3 missed. Rock had the rebound, got it knocked away, but Colt comes up with the loose ball, and another foul is going to be called. So quickly, very quickly, a couple of fouls on LUTCHER. That's the 3rd foul on Anderson for the Bulldogs, and a carry. So another turnover, another possession, another turnover. The ball, Rodrigue was trying to take the ball to the basket. He lost control and he got hit with the carry. You don't see that much, but that one was pretty evident. We are here for the annual St. Michael Round Robin this weekend. This is the first game for the Warriors in the first game of the tournament. The Warrior JV took the victory, and then LUTCHER and Episcopal Mentorship took the court after that. Episcopal took the victory, and then LUTCHER turns it over. So good defense by the Warriors. Gets them the ball back, see if they can hang on to it, and that's knocked out of bounds. CJ got around the free throw line. They got poked away from behind by Randall. So the Warriors can get a bucket off the inbounds, and there's a foul. CJ got loose right there on that near block to the inbounder. And that foul is going to be on number 4 for Lutcher. Jackson, who has picked up his second, so CJ is going to go to the line to shoot first free throws of the second half here. CJ hits the first, so all tied up, 19 apiece. Checking in is number 12, Jackson. That's Demir Jackson. And CJ too strong on the second one, so 1 out of 2. Still tied here, 19 apiece. Right down the middle. And that one was laid in. That's Adams again, leading scorer for, now the leading scorer for Lutcher. He has 8. Harvey. Nobody really stopped him, and Kai just kept going to the bucket, threw it up with his left hand, got it to go. Now the Warriors picking up in the full court pressure. And they turn it over. It's exactly what the Warriors were hoping for. And CJ, and 1. Fouls on number 12, Demir Jackson, his first. Already the 4th team foul for Lutcher. CJ going to the line again. Second time so far here in the second half. He completes a 3-point play. Give the Warriors now a 3-point lead. Warriors staying in that full court press. Now going to sink back into the man-to-man. Rodri got here on Adams. Randall from the corner. Floater misses it, and over the back is going to be the call. Yep, that's a really good call. CJ had great position and created the over the back from Ben. That's Ben's second. That's the 5th team foul. Yeah, they're going to give him shots. They're going to send him down. CJ is going to get to shoot a pair. So CJ Levinson going to the line for the 3rd time already here in the second half. He's 2 out of 3. The Warriors are going to be in the bonus for a good bit of time, well over half of the quarter. They get a chance to shoot free throws again. Did not take advantage of that in the second quarter, but maybe here in the third they can take advantage. And Levinson hits both. He now has 12 to be the leading scorer on the game. He's equaled his first half scoring output here already in the second half. We're only halfway through the third quarter. Warriors with a 5-point lead, and then Lutcher turns it over again. So this press is giving Lutcher a lot of trouble. A couple of turnovers off the press. And then Randall knocks it out of bounds. So they're going to have to now throw it in from the baseline underneath Lutcher basket. Lutcher picking up in that press. Andrew DeBarbery, Maddox Watson in the game for the Warriors. Warriors have 3 good ball handlers out there. And they just got Andrew with the offensive foul. Anderson trying to go baseline. Cut off, nice job there by DeBarbery. Randall with a tough floater. Offensive board by Ben. He was way off too. Ball knocked away, but Andrew DeBarbery's there to pick it up and score it. 28-21. Warriors now with a 7-point lead. Their largest lead of the game here. Switching out top. Adams opening in the corner. Way off the iron. Watson comes down with the rebound. CJ dumps it off to Rock. Got knocked away from Rock. And there's going to be a foul called there. That's on CJ. That's his second. The Warriors turned it over. Parquette back in. Big number 32, Parquette, has 2 fouls. Parquette looks more like a D tackle than he does a basketball player. He's not going to shoot from out there. Adams can't get the roll. Ball's bounced all over the place. Adams came up with it and missed the easy little layup. CJ with the spin. Going to the basket, lays it up and in. So Livingston, 14 now. And timeout called by Lutcher. We'll take a timeout with him. It's the Warrior Broadcast Network, up by 9, 2:42 left. We'll be back.
At StreamPay, we believe payroll is more than just numbers. It's about people. When you partner with us, you always know who you're working with. Real experts and real support. No call centers, no confusion. Just a trusted partner invested in your success. StreamPay. Payroll made personal.
All right, we are back. Tune in tomorrow. We'll be right back in this spot right here from the Battleground as the Warriors take on the neighborhood rivals, the Episcopal Knights. This has been one of those rivalries now that the Warriors have with just down the street here in South Baton Rouge, or the Battle of St. George now taking on Episcopal tomorrow night, 7:15. It'll be the third game of the night. Warriors will have a JV game against Episcopal at 5. And another turnover there for Lutcher. The Warriors press is just giving them all kinds of fits. But Warriors JV will take on Episcopal at 5. Then Lutcher will take on Mentorship around about 6:15, 6 o'clock, 6:15. And then the Warriors will take on the Knights in varsity at about 7:15. So tune in here. We'll get you the schedule for the rest of the weekend as well. The Barbary underneath, scores it. Nice find from Livingston to Andrew DeBarbary. Now has 7. Good closeout from Edgecombe. And there's Anderson, who knocks down a 3. His first three-pointer makes it 32-24. Warriors were on a little run. Dump down. Beck Moran's going to get hit with the offensive foul. Great find by CJ. Beck just kind of mishandled it. Once he got control of it, he had a little hook. Jacob Farr going to check in. Number 4, Jackson checking back in. So it should be a pretty raucous environment tomorrow night, I have a feeling, here from the Battleground. And another steal on that press. CJ for three. Knocks it down. CJ Livingston for three. It's the Warriors' first three-pointer of the game. Randall with a step back, and he misses it. Volleyballed around underneath. They're going to get a foul called. I think they're going to get Beck again. That's his second. Yep, Beck's second foul. And Parquette, like he's throwing a shot put up there at the rim, at the goal. That ball almost went through the backboard. Parquette short that time, so extra long on the first and then short on the second. Moran comes down with the board. Edgecombe going to push. KB just checked in. Cam Bowie has the ball now, looking for somebody, finds Beck open. Nice job, Beck Moran. Underneath. Warriors now the 13-point lead. Moran with the rejection. And then Anderson short on the layup. He made a nice move to the bucket, but couldn't finish it. And there's the foul. And Adams is kind of looking at the referee like he's surprised he got hit with a foul. It's clearly a foul. He tried to pick up Edgecombe back in the backcourt. He's trying to plead his case. That's going to be 2 shots for Colt here with 46.2 seconds left. Just the barrage of fouls here from the Bulldogs in the third quarter. Edgecombe hits the first. Sophomore guard, who played a little bit last year as a freshman, saw some decent minutes on the varsity last year, and coming into his sophomore year is picking up some of the point guard slack here with Boogie out for the time being with the injury. Doing a pretty good job. Warriors in that press again. DeBarbery knocks it out of bounds off the referee. They created 5 turnovers with this press so far, which has led to them being able to get out to this 15-point lead. Whatever Coach Hart told them at the half in the locker room sunk in, because they are playing much better basketball here. And can't get it to go. That's Demir Jackson made a nice move to the bucket. It's this basket down here, I'm telling you. This basket down here just has a lid on it. Ticking down. Edgecombe floater! Nice job by Colt Edgecombe to hit it right before the buzzer. Warriors take a 41-24 lead here at the end of the third. 17-point lead now. We'll be back for the fourth quarter. Warrior Broadcast Network. All right, we are back. So, again, I gave you the rundown on the action tomorrow. Varsity playing Episcopal at 7 o'clock. On Saturday, we're going to have a little bit of a double feature. little morning, afternoon feature for you at 10 a.m. right now. The boys soccer team scheduled to play Lafayette. We'll have it right here on the Warrior Broadcast Network. And then the basketball team back in action in the final game of the round robin against Mentorship at 2 o'clock. So tune in. Our first soccer broadcast of ever on the Warrior Broadcast Network. And that foul called by Harvey. Thrown up. Demir Jackson. KB's going to bump him. Foul. Two really quick fouls picked up here for the Warriors to start the fourth quarter. Rock, good defense, denied that entry pass. So another turnover for LUTCHER. Ball almost knocked away from Harvey. Good back cut by Rodrigue, right there on the baseline. And KB's going to pick that foul up, and they're going to count the bucket. Anderson going to go to the line for the three-point play. That's the second quick foul picked up there on KB. Anderson finishes the three-point play. He's got 6 points just in this half so far, 7 on the game. LUTCHER's going to pick up in the press, and then Harvey tries to throw it right into the middle for the turnover, and there's a quick bucket from Adams. So the lead's cut to 14. The press giving the Warriors a little trouble. Harvey picks up his dribble, and 10-second call, another turnover. And they're going to, Warriors going to get CJ back in for Jacob Farr. Way too strong on that. Ben with the rebound. Anderson trying to go baseline on KB. Good defense from KB there. The slip inside and stepped out of bounds. The turnover for LUTCHER. 7 apiece now here in the second half on the turnover chart. Here's the press. Warriors get it across. Foul called on Anderson. Bumped Levingston there. That is Anderson's 4th foul. Anderson, who's got 7 points in this quarter, just in this half, has now picked up his 4th foul. Been one of their main guys, so I'd go right at him. CJ's got him on him. CJ's got to go right at him. Just take him. He can't afford to pick up his 5th, and he just let him go right by. Exactly what he should have done. CJ just went right at Anderson, who has the 4 fouls. Another bucket for Levingston here in the second half. And that is, oh, they're going to get CJ with the foul. That's his 3rd. CJ has 13 points here in the second half, but he just picked up his 3rd foul with 5:37 left to go in the ball game. And Ben had that ball go right through his hands. way too strong on the three-pointer. And then traveling called. So another turnover for Lutcher. Here comes the press again. Inside, Rock will turn around, gets it to roll. Rock gets the roll on the jumper. Good job of finding him down there by Rodrigue. He was open a couple times. They finally got it to him. 47-29, Warriors up by 18. Anderson misses it. And the Warriors almost turn it over, but CJ comes out of there with it. Dumps it over to Rodrigue, who a lot of contact, but is able to finish. Warriors now up by 20, 49-29. This is a Lutcher team that looks like they want to turn a game into a rock fight. Blocked by Edgecombe on Ben, which they did a good job of doing in the first half. It was not a pretty sight. But here in the second half, the Warriors have come out and played much, much better. They've gotten some shots to fall. They've created a lot of turnovers. 9 turnovers now for Lutcher. They've got 7 turnovers themselves, but they've created more than they've made. They found some open guys, and Rock trying the alley-oop just a little bit off, and then Lutcher turns it over again. Rock from the corner going to take the three. Hits it! Rock for 3! The big man from the corner. It's just a cherry on top of this much, much better second half here. And another turnover from Lutcher. CJ can't hit it. Foul called. He's going to go to the line to shoot. The student section loves that one. That's on Randall. That's his second. CJ's going to the line to shoot a couple. And just a little strong on the first. Maddox Watson in for Colt Edgecombe. And missed both, so 0 for 2. But he comes out with that loose ball there after his missed free throws. DeBarbery going baseline, gets it. Andrew with 6 now here in the second half. Harvey giving number 13 all kinds of pressure there. Missed the runner. Barbary going to take it and can't get a lot of contact again. No call. Referee eating their whistle now. Got mass substitution coming in now. Let's see. You have Jacob Farr checking in, KB coming back in, and Champ Williams checking back in. Warriors here in the man-to-man. Farr picking up Adams. Back to Randall. Running the little weave out here for the Bulldogs. Adams going baseline. Got blocked. It was either Champ or Jacob Farr that got a hand on that. But the loose ball comes out of there by Randall. Farr going to get called out of bounds right there. He had it. like he got grabbed on the wrist and pulled down, but they're going to call the out of bounds. It'll stay with Lutcher. I don't know if you're champ. I don't see any reason to go guard Ben that far out there. Just, sink back and protect the rim. Watson comes down with the loose ball. Ticking down under 145 now. 54-29 is your score. Champ making the move, gets his own rebound, puts it in. Got away with a little bit of a hook right there, but no harm, no foul. 56-29, 27-point lead here. Warriors going to get their second victory of the season, win the first game here in the round robin. Good win here for the Warriors. Richie Aiken's going to come check in a second. Fouls on Watson. They only have it as his second. I have it as his third, but, well, at this point with 1:20 left, I don't think it really makes a whole lot of difference. Randall way off with that. So C.J. Livingston coming alive here in the second half with 13 points. He's going to finish the day with 19. Jared Stinson, number 33, Sticks checking in. Richie Aiken checked in. Randall hits the second. Warriors going to just kind of try to grind out this last 120. Lutcher staying in the press. Aiken's going to bring it up, pulls up his dribble, and throws it away. And up ahead, laid in by number 0. We're just trying to get the ball back in the middle, and then Aiken throws it away again and dunked home that time by number 2, Jones. So back-to-back turnovers with this pressure here. Going to make it a little closer. I don't think it's going to make much of a difference in the end. 22-point lead now for the Warriors. Sticks throws it right into the chest of Champ. He gets it back. Misses the first. Misses the second. And now a foul is going to be called underneath. Champ had 2 shots at it. Sticks comes up with it. He's going to go to the free throw line to shoot a couple. 33.6. Warriors going to sit here with this 22-point lead with a chance to extend it out just a little bit. Junior Jared Stinson going to head to the line. Couple free throws. Hits the first. And Sticks getting in the scoring column tonight. Good for him. And a little bit off on the second. Where's just no fouls here. And knocked out of bounds. KB goes crashing through. Takes out a chair. He gets up. He's all right. 22.1 seconds left. And Lutcher throws it away, but KB couldn't hold on to it. They're going to get a layup out of it. And that'll do it. Your final score here. Warriors win. The Warriors win 57-36. Join us again tomorrow night. We'll be back here. Warriors taking on Episcopal, 7:15. So again, on behalf of myself, Coach Craig Saylor, voice of Warrior Athletics, on behalf of the administration, faculty, and staff of St. Michael High School, we want to wish you, as always, good night. God bless and go Warriors.